Now, let us go a little bit further in here in this. You'll know what I'm talking about. God told us to love one another. How hard is this? He led by an example. There's no greater love than this. There's no greater love than this. When you love someone and you go to the limit, put part of your own body as a ransom of death, there's no greater love than that. Through the agony of Jesus Christ, God the Father bare the same agony of death upon the cross through the blood of his Son. He had to stand there, he'd sit there and watch his Son be put to death, and knowing that he could have stopped it. He loved Jesus Christ, the same as many love their children upon this earth. But he sit there with agony and watch this human race, who was the less than the angels in heaven, the least angel in heaven, put the greatest substance of life, kingdom, to death. You get it. You don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't right now. What I want to bring to mind is, for today, I want to say human flesh, angels flesh. Many of them think that God's way of bringing love and bringing peace to earth is the same as man. From every substance, what's despite the color, genetic color code, and the placement up on this earth, God created out of love. And everything that God created out of love, from the greatest to the smallest. Through that love, he showed compassion for everything. Through that love, he built a foundation of certainty that every creature up on the earth, in its own rights and in its own meaning, they should not exploit one another. Some was given to live at this moment, some was given to the life to live at that moment, and at the end of death, whether the soul leave the body, God have a way to bring that flesh, that blood soul up out of the ground into another body. That we don't know. We don't know how the food changed. But God gave us certain commands upon this earth of what we should do and how we should do it. You don't understand this, and you think on it yourself. Well, let me make sure that I see this here, because my sight is getting kind of bad. As long as I study a whole lot, something about how to take a break. Okay, yeah, I'm in great shape. Now, I want to show you this. We have issues here in the earth. The issue is black and white. Now, let's go to a definitive moment in life. Two peoples. Two people. The first one, we knew, they label us as niggers. I have to speak these words, because if I don't speak these words plainly, we'll go by and we give them another name, and we'll find a way to exterminate the niggers. simply by giving them another name, taking away the mindset of this one person to care for another person. And the Gentiles, we consider them as white people, true people, not no speck, not no brown, black, and white. Gentiles, we call the white people. I don't care if it's Dago or what it is. We call him the white people. The black or brown person, in my upbringing, they called, we didn't like the name, but sometimes the factualities come out when we label a man according to the mindset of the way the man talk, speak. We call him a nigger. This is what we call in the home. So we got the nigger, who is the black man, and we got the Gentiles, who is the white man. In their own right. I'm not going to use this word a many times, but I want to show you how the works of Satan portray itself. Why you label one as a white man, and you label the other as a nigger, by we using a more upper class word, through these words, by changing the code of conduct, we create words of precept and delusion. In other words, let me show you what we do. We don't use the word nigger no more because it's improper. But the word white man was used throughout my upbringing. He was a superior man over the nigger. I got to say it this way because I'm going to show you where precepts and delusions take over the formality of speech. I got to say these things because ain't no other preacher gonna preach it because they is teach about, many teach about myself here. They using words of delusion to describe each and every one upon the face of the earth. And done so, they elude us from the truth, and we live by the words of the Lord through precept after precept. You will say, well, what are you talking about? While speaking words of precept, and we live a lie through delusions, it's going to create an exploitation and guide us away from the truth. And the true meaning, the genetic color code, those who is illiterate, and it's going to take away the compassion of love from one man to another. It's going to destroy the defense mechanism which may have protected a man's life and his soul